I'm not coming back to you, Todd.
I wanted to shoot you at your wedding.
Did Lindsay kill Colin?
Whatever Colin did to me, and whoever helped him do it to me, those answers are in those letters. You want Ben? I'll get him for you.
I don't know what you want from me, Christian.
What I want is you. Happy, safe, free.
I'm all right.
No, you're not. And I know you enough by now to know that.
Maybe this is the real me and you just can't hack it.
Trying to scare me off, Jen?
I'm trying to be honest.
I don't think so. You shut down. When I first met you, you were so alive, so intense.
So annoying.
No. No, you were different.
So what am I now? Just a face in the crowd?
Never. You're too beautiful and too smart to ever be ordinary. But there's something I'm seeing in your face now that I didn't see when we first met. Fear. I hate seeing it.
Yeah, I am scared. You know why? Because when we covered up Colin, we thought it was the end of everything. And it was for him. But for us, it was just the beginning.
Is that really what's wearing you down? Colin? Or covering for whoever killed Colin?
How could I do that? I don't know who killed him.
You think you might. And it's tearing you apart. Jen. It's your mom, isn't it? Lindsay. That's who we're all protecting.
Please, Andrew. Please, you can end all this upheaval. You can just give Bo the letters that Colin gave to you. Please, it's not about illegal or legal. It's about right and wrong.
It's not. It's about right and right. It's about your right to know the truth about horrible crimes committed against you, but it is also about Colin's right, anyone's right to privacy, to trust when they speak with a spiritual counselor.
Andrew, Colin didn't come to you to save his soul. He came to you to save his hide. You said it yourself. You said it to Bo. He called those letters his insurance policy in case his acquaintances double-crossed him. This was not about Blord.
Yes, that's what Colin implied. But I can't judge why people come to me. A lot of times, people don't even know themselves.
Oh, Colin knew, all right. He knew. He knew that it would be the last place anyone would look for those letters. And if they did, that you would do exactly what you're doing now. You're protecting an evil man. Think about it, Andrew.
I do. Often, it bothers me.
Of course it does. Because you're a good man. That's why I know you'll help me out here. As far as anyone is concerned, Colin is dead. You can still keep your word to him and give Bo the letters. In those letters, there are answers there that I need, the answers that I deserve. Andrew, please. Please help me.
Nora, there's nothing on earth that I want to do more.
You don't mean it.
Oh, you bet I do.
Oh, you'll just give me Ben. Your husband, the man you love.
Yep.
Why the sudden change of heart, Vicky?
Okay, I'm going to explain that to you. See, I've been sitting down here thinking of all the possible ways that this whole thing could play out, see? Because I've had a lot of time to do that. Best case scenario, I escape, And I warned Ben.
I wouldn't do that. See, I got street smarts on my side.
But I'm desperate.
So, why don't you try?
Ha-ha! Because it wouldn't work. That's why. See, even if I were to get to Ben, he would obviously figure out that you did this to me. That he would hate you. And you don't take defeat very well. That much I have figured out. And what would you do then? You might hurt me. You might hurt my children. Or you might hurt Ben. And I won't let that happen. Even if it means ending my marriage.
So what exactly are you offering to do?
I will do whatever it takes to get Ben out of my life and back into yours.
What did you do to her?
He didn't do anything to me, Asa.
The hell he didn't. He's got you all worked up like some filly in a firestorm. But I am here now.
Oh, well, it's too late. I'm hurt, and nobody can help me now, least of all you.
You can say that? You don't know me, Renee.
No, I don't, Asa. I don't know you at all, and I finally realized it. If you want to help me, Asa, tell me that you didn't try to have our son murdered.
What? You told her that?
No, I figured it out all by myself. Or maybe I faced something that I've always known deep down inside. Ben did his best not to tell me. That was all the confirmation I needed.
Well, now our son can set the record straight. Now you listen to me, son.
I am not your son.
You are. You don't like it. I don't like it. That's just how the hell it is. Now this woman is your mother. She is hurting. Now you tell her that I was not the one who ordered the hit at the wedding. Tell her, and tell her now.
Can't do that, Asa. Because it was you. You know it. I know it. And now my mother knows it.
What are you doing here?
Just can't seem to keep away from that great painting of the dogs talking to the parrot.
You know, Todd, I told you how I felt.
Yeah, but you just feel that way because your plans to stay out of jail fell through.
Your plans.
Who's counting?
Not me. But it's not about that anymore.
Yeah, let's see what you have to say when I get you out of this mess. When I give you everything you want.
Well, there's one thing that you can't give me, Todd. And that's trust. In you. And without it, I can't allow myself to love you. And no matter what you do, or what you say, it's not going to change my mind.
I'm not here to change your mind.
Well, then what do you want?
One Life to Live on ABC, brought to you by Slim Fast. Every day, get healthy.
So what's so funny?
Oh, really? Do you really think I believe that you would just hand over Ben like a prize bull?
Hey, I mean it.
Oh, Vicky, please. I grew up in Vegas. I can spot a bluff a mile away, and you don't roll over for anybody. You're a fighter.
Yeah, of course I am. But I haven't stopped fighting. But I am very smart. And I have finally figured out that this is the only way I can win. See, I might lose Ben, but at least Ben and my daughter Jessica will not lose their lives. And that's enough for me.
So you take me seriously. That's very wise.
Come on, the only person who has a problem with taking people seriously is you, see? I did my research, Tina. I know a hell of a lot about you and your whole family. And I know exactly how ruthless and cruel you can be. And Ben knows it too. If I were you, and if you were smart, you would take me up on my offer before Ben figures out that it's not the Russos who are after him, it's you.
Oh, my God. I just figured out where he went.
Okay, well, see, the point is that I'm going to find the words to tell him that it's just over between us as soon as he comes back.
From where? From where, Vicky? You don't know, do you? So you don't know him as well as I do after all, do you? You see, I told him who was behind the hit at the wedding. See, that would scare some men off, but not Ben. Wherever I can find Asa Buchanan, that's where I'll find his son.
You stay the hell out of it!
You were right the first time. You are no son of mine.
Asa.
Why? I mean, why are you trying to ruin my life? Because I didn't read some bedtime stories to you when you were sick?
How dare you talk to him like that?
What are you talking about? Listen to what he's saying. Don't listen to him, Renee. He's trying to turn you against me.
Is it true?
He hates me, honey. He hates my whole family.
Is it true?
I love you. You love me. The rest of it counts for nothing.
Asa, did you hire a gunman to shoot Ben at his wedding?
Oh, Rick.
No, tell me the truth!
It couldn't have been me.
You're saying it wasn't you?
I'm saying it was like, I don't know, somebody else. I wasn't right in the head.
Asa? For once in your life, please tell me the truth. No lies, no excuses, no evasions. Just tell me what you did.
I thought I was protecting my family. I found a mob hanging out, and I met a guy. His name was Rourke, and I gave him a briefcase full of cash. Told him what I wanted. Him dead.
What did I just say to you?
I don't know. Some nonsense about how you can't allow yourself to love me or something like that.
Yeah, and what do you think that means?
It means that you still do love me. That you wish that you didn't and you're trying real hard not to. But that doesn't mean squat because you do.
Love you? You terrify me.
What's the difference?
Well, it's a big difference to a lot of people,
Not
Todd.
to us. A little terror comes with the territory.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to live like that anymore.
Beats going to prison.
Oh, really? Does it? Well, at least when I'm behind bars, I'll know where I stand. With you, I never do. You know, I mean, if we're together, I would wake up one morning and think, gosh, is this going to be the day that he's going to betray me? Like he did on the most important day of our lives?
Oh, you mean our wedding day? Yeah, I was a little out of sorts that day because I'd seen you in bed with Max the night before. You know, given that information, I think I showed remarkable restraint.
Restraint? You told everybody that I shot Max.
I didn't shoot you. Or Max. And I was way high on the list of options when I walked in and saw you and Max, and you were in bed wearing nothing but him. You know, and I tried to get the bad thoughts out of my head, and I tried to cut the part of my brain out that wanted to hurt you back. I guess I can try harder next time.
You did try to undo what you did. Tried to get the evidence back from the police. And for that, you will always have my...
Your what?
Appreciation.
I don't want your appreciation, Blair. I want you. Let's disappear together. Right now.
Andrew, thank you so much for giving me Colin's letters. Thank you. You don't know how much this comes
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, Lindsay.
Laura?
Oh, Andrew.
I'm sorry I couldn't help but overhear. You got mail from Colin?
Colin sent Andrew some letters. They were to be opened in the event of his death.
Colin's dead?
We don't know that he is, not for certain. And until we know that he's dead, I can't turn over the letters.
Andrew.
I'm sorry. I made a promise to Colin as a minister. Can't be any exceptions.
Andrew, Nora's suffered enough. You can't let her look at those letters at all.
Okay, whatever you're doing, stop it.
Look, Colin is either dead or he's gone for good. Whatever he gave you isn't going to be able to hurt him. You're going to let a couple of letters stand between Nora and her peace of mind?
Wait. How did you know that Colin gave Andrew 2 letters?
I must have heard it from Bo.
No. Lindsay, no. I said some letters.
Well, then obviously I heard it from Andrew or Nora.
No. No, not from either one of us. You knew about these letters before you even got here, didn't you? You did. You knew about these letters because you're in them.
What do you care what I do with Ben? 5 minutes ago, you were willing to walk out of his life.
It doesn't mean that I stopped loving him or caring about him.
And you don't think I do?
Oh, I know you don't. Come on. I've been watching you on Gina Cam. See, you've been trying to show me that Ben has a weakness for you, but I found out that it's your weakness that I've been seeing up there. So you tried to get him into bed by telling him that his biological father was trying to assassinate him. If you really loved Ben, you wouldn't have told him that. And if you knew him, you'd have known it wouldn't work.
So, no problem. Now that I know where he is, I can try again.
It's not a game, Gina. He already blames Asa for the death of his sister. With this news, you're just playing with emotional dynamite.
So we're back to the vague threats again.
No. I'm just telling you, you're looking for trouble.
Well, you know what, Vicky? Why don't you just give it a rest? Listen, I finally figured out why you're so upset and agitated. You just can't stand it, can you? That Ben isn't out there looking for you.
Well, if Renee's silver dollar didn't stop the bullet, I would be dead.
But you're not. Lucky for you. I called Rourke off. So whatever happened to you next is not my fault.
Do you think you can just open up the gates of hell and walk away? You hired someone to try to kill Ben at his wedding.
I told you I wasn't right in the head. My mind wasn't working.
No, Asa. No, it's your heart that hasn't been working for such a long time.
Hey, give me a chance. We can get back to where we used to be.
I have sworn that I was going to leave you so many times I can't even remember, but I never kept my promise before because you never tried to kill my child before.
I didn't know who he was then.
He meant a lot to me, and you knew that. You knew that he's a dear and honest man, even if you weren't willing to admit that.
I admitted what I did. I told you I was sorry. Can't you let it go?
I cannot. I will not ever forgive you for this. Ever.
Whoa. You dare walk out on me? This whole damn thing is your fault.
My fault?
Yes. You lied to me about Max being my son for 1 solid year and a half.
Yes.
If you'd have been honest, this would never have happened.
You're right, Asa. There is something to that.
Okay, fine. I'll forgive you. You forgive me.
I thought that I was trying to save your life. You tried to take one.
Go ahead. Give me a reason. It won't take much.
You mind telling me what you're doing here?
It's none of your business. But no, actually, I don't mind. I was talking to Jen.
About Colin?
Maybe.
Then maybe I'd like you to leave now.
Will, talking to Christian is the only thing that's keeping me from going crazy.
I think it's making you go crazier. The way to deal with Colin is just to forget about him and move on with our lives.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, it would be a whole lot easier if you stopped hanging around Christian so
Don't
much.
tell me what to do.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm suggesting. And Chris, no offense, but I think when she's around you, it takes her back to that night when we found Colin.
No, that was me. With or without Christian, it's in my head. Sometimes I want to scream or I want to explode. Don't you?
No, I don't.
I know. I don't know how you do it. Aren't you afraid?
Chris, do you mind if I talk to Jen alone?
Christian is as big a part of this as we are, and he doesn't even have to be. No one in his family is involved.
Jen, that's it. Not another word.
It's too late, Will. I already know what happened to Colin that night. I know what you're hiding.
I don't know anything about those letters.
You knew there were 2 of them.
I assumed.
No, you didn't. You knew all about them. You also know that Colin names his accomplice in my kidnapping.
What are you suggesting, that I'm in those letters? If I thought I was in those letters, why would I ask Andrew to show them to you?
You didn't ask Andrew until you were sure he wouldn't hand them over. That was very cute, Lindsay. Very cute, and I actually would have believed you if I was a complete fool.
Nora, how can you be so sure that Colin didn't act alone?
Because Colin told me so himself.
Oh, well, there's a reliable source.
No, he's always insisted that he wasn't the one that gave me the drug that wiped out my memory.
You mean he doesn't want to take the credit for doing that? What a surprise.
No, I believe him, too. I believe him, and in those letters, he names the other kidnapper, my assailant. You.
Well, of course you want to believe that. You hate me.
I believe it too, Lindsay. And that's why you were in the bank disguised as Melanie. You were looking for those letters.
Bo, I wish Colin were dead, because then you'd get those letters, and I would get my apology.
You better be careful what you wish for.
Colin is alive, and I can prove it.
Look, can we drop this?
This? What, we can't even say what it is anymore? You mean Colin's murder?
Yes, and the less that we talk about it, the better.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Good, at first. But now, I'm seeing what it's doing to Jen. And I'm not so sure anymore.
Well, I am. Because the less that we think about something, the less chance we have of accidentally...
But we are thinking about it, whether we talk about it or not. Take me, for example. I'm thinking I'm in this up to my eyeballs. I helped cover up a murder. And I think I know who I'm covering for. You see, lots of people wanted Colin dead. But most of them were either too smart, too good, or too scared to kill him. Eliminate those, and who do we have left? I'm sorry, Will, but I think it was Lindsay, your mom.
Please don't say that.
Jen, he won't say that ever again. Because if he does, I will kill him.
How do you know that Colin's still alive?
He called me.
Why didn't you tell me this?
What do you think I'm doing here?
Where'd he call you from?
Oh, no, let me guess. He didn't say.
As a matter of fact, Nora, he did. He told me he was calling from a beach somewhere in California.
You know, I can have your phone records checked, Lindsay.
He said he was calling from a beach somewhere in California. He could have been calling me from right across the street.
Oh, so
watching everything I do.
So now the beach in California went from a matter of fact to, I think that maybe, possibly...
You know what, Nora? I don't really care if you believe me or not.
Good, because I don't.
Why did he call you, Lindsay?
I don't know. Probably because he wanted to torture me. He said if I told you, I would suffer more than Nora did. I'm scared, Bo. I walk in here and I hear you talking about Colin being dead, and I just talked to him on the phone.
I'll look into this. Andrew, whether Colin is dead or not, those letters are germane to my investigation. Now, Andrew, are you going to make me get a court order?
I'm afraid I have to. Listen, I've got parishioners that I need to... Would it be all right if I called you later, Bo?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I did what I came here to do.
I just bet you did.
You sure let me know if Colin calls you again, Lindsay.
I will.
So what do you think?
I think every word she utters is a lie, including the small ones like and the. What do you think?
I think I have to go see Judge Fitzwater about issuing a subpoena to a minister. Oh, holy hearing room. You want to come along? You know, this should be good for a few laughs.
There's just one thing I'd like to know. I understand you want me dead. I feel the same about you. But why at the wedding?
What difference does it make?
Makes a big difference. Taking me out at the wedding puts a lot of lives at risk, including Vicky's. What, you figure once she married me, she deserved a bullet too?
No. It wasn't supposed to happen at the wedding. It was supposed to happen the night before.
Why?
I didn't want to make Vicky a widow.
What a guy.
By the way, I have nothing to do with your problems now. That I give you my word.
Okay. Let's just say I'm crazy enough to believe you. Just run the story by me one more time. You paid Rourke and canceled the contract on me?
I actually did more than that. I went to Rourke, and I told him to lay off you. He laughed at me. And he said something I didn't understand.
Well, maybe I will. Do you know his exact words?
There's nobody going after you. It's all smoke and mirrors. Where are you going?
What do you care? You wanted me dead? As far as we're concerned, I am. Not a very practical outfit for where we're going.
And what makes you think that I would want to go away with you?
Bread and water, ugly uniforms, iron bars.
You know what? You haven't even heard a word that I've said.
Yeah, well, I'm not hearing you say that you want to go to jail. Look, I'm making you a better offer. I'll take you to a nice beach, somewhere where there's no extradition treaties.
Well, you know what? I'll take my chances on jail because I can't depend on you. And if I were to go away with you, you would be my whole world.
Well, me and Star.
I don't want that for her either.
Well, what if she says that's what she wants?
You know what, Todd? I'm her mother. I'll decide what's... Wait a minute. You haven't been filling her head with a bunch of garbage, have you, Todd? Telling her Mommy and Daddy and little girl are going to Fantasy Island? Oh, man. You have! Todd!
I just told her the truth. I told her that the three of us belong together.
It's criminal what you're doing to her, filling her head with lies, telling her that we're going to make her a little brother. I'm going to put a stop to this right now. I can't believe you, sir! Daddy has something to say to you. Come here. All right.
Daddy, what is going on?
Nothing. Your mother and I are just talking about your baby brother.
Star. Sweetie, can I talk to you a minute?
If I were you, Blair, I'd be real careful about what you're about to say. Because you're going to have to live with it for a long time.
You know that your daddy and I love you very, very much. You know that, right?
I know.
Good. And when people love each other, they tell each other the truth.
Daddy and I are going to continue to live in different houses.
But Daddy said...
I know what your daddy said. You know, sweetie, sometimes grown-ups, they act like kids. When they really, really, really want something, they try to make it come true just by wishing it. But your daddy and I, well, sweetie, you know, we're not going to be together. Even though that's what he said.
What about my little brother?
Well, that's not going to happen either, Star. Listen to me. You can see your daddy whenever you want to. And your daddy loves you. And I love you so much, you know that. And you know what? That is never, ever, ever gonna change. Do you understand? Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. Despite I want you and Daddy and a little brother. You promised, you promised, you promised, you promised, you promised, you promised, you promised.
Shut up. Calm down. Relax. I'll take care of this.
Fine then. I'm going to the toy store. And Suzanne is going to take me.
All right. This is the way it's always going to be, just because you fill her head every time you fill her head with lies.
No. Now I'm going to tell you how it's going to be.
So don't look for him in any of the usual haunts. No, it's family business. It's just not our family. No. I'm gonna have to go. Bye. Oh, Ben. I'm so worried. Where have you been?
I was with Asa, looking for some answers.
I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you about your father.
He's not my father. Not in any way that matters.
I know, but I know that it was still hard on you. Kind of like emotional dynamite.
Man, you are a piece of work.
Gina, I don't want to talk about Asa. I want to talk about you. And me.
You know, Will, saying you're going to kill somebody, that's probably not such a good idea right now. Someone might take it the wrong way. Like, seriously.
Well, Chris, he didn't mean it. He was just...
Upset. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, and how would you feel if someone called your mother a murderer?
Bad, real bad. Especially if I was thinking the same thing.
What? Vega, you say
hold
another
on a
word
second,
about...
hold on, wait. Whoever popped Colin, I'd say give him a medal. Except until that someone cops to it, Jen is a suspect. And so are you. Is it worth it? Huh? Covering for your mom like that? Will she do the same for you?
That is our problem, okay? You want to help out Jen and me? Then stay out of this, because you have no idea what is going on.
Then tell me.
Chris, I think you should go now.
Is that what you want?
I think that it's a good idea. Thanks. Don't be mad at Will. And don't do anything crazy.
I'm not going to the cops if that's what you mean.
Well, I really blew that. Now he knows I'm hiding something.
Will, I have to tell you something about Colin. Sorry.
Todd, come on. Let's just not make it harder than it has to be. You know what? We can accept it and move on. I mean, we tried to make it work, and we got to be proud of that. And I think we should just cut our losses and.
You're not going to leave me. Because I won't let you leave me.
Okay. We'll talk about us. But first, I really just want you to know how much I hated telling you about Asa. How much it hurt you. When I saw that look on your face, oh, Ben, I would have done anything to make that go away.
It's all right, Gina. The truth isn't easy. But it's better than the fog I've been walking in these past few months. Knowing there's an enemy out there, but not having a face to go with it.
Even if that face is your biological father?
See, I'm not talking about the hit at the wedding. I'm talking about every other attempt on my life since then. The ones ordered by the real power behind the Russo family.
You mean Tommy or Tim?
No, Gina. I mean you.
Gotcha.
You sure? Hey, you really want to talk about this?
Yeah, I need to tell you.
Tell me what?
The night of the murder. I was in Colin's house.
When?
The worst possible time I could have been.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
Just do whatever you're going to do and get it over with.
Let me go. I want to hurt her the way she's hurt me.
That's not going to help, Nora.
You can't tell Jessica.
You can't tell Chris.
You're right. I am the boss of the Russo family.
Take a peek at Monday's One Life to Live, only at abc.com. Keyword, One Life to Live.
I want to be with you.
It's not wrong to trust what you feel. Elena's up to something, Lucky.
She's dead. No,